Hey guys, I'm live, and this is Crypto Leprechaun coming back at you. I'm on a little bit earlier than I usually am. We've got some things going on this evening. Something about what I am not positive if I'm going to be able to stream this evening, but I would like to. Taking my son to a basketball game, so I've got that going on just in a little bit here. But like I said, I wanted to stop by because I'm not sure if I will be able to stream this evening. I wanted to go over a few things with you real quick. When I first was actually setting up this stream, things looked a lot more negative, bad than they are starting to bounce back a little bit. So when I was setting up the stream, actually Doge was below 15 cents, like 14 cents, 14.8, 14.7, and pretty doom and gloom. She was down. I can't remember exactly what it was, what it finally bottomed out at, but it has a nice green candle forming right now. They are both bouncing back relatively nice. We're back over 15 cents for Doge, and Shib is at 27.84. So we're hopefully had originally I had thought that for Doge the floor was going to be, I was hoping 15 cents. And then it got a little scary when it dropped, when it went through what my personal resistance was of 15 cents. But it did not, as far as I know, it did not stay down there very long, and is bouncing back relatively nicely. So hopefully we can get well over this 15 cents. Get back up closer to 20 would make me feel a heck of a lot better. And all across the board, though, we are in the red. Bitcoin really having a rough way of it. 41,900. I really don't want to see that go under 40,000. If we do, then we could be seeing some major issues because, as we all know, the market goes with Bitcoin. So if it drops under 40, I think we're in some real trouble. Especially, actually, 35,000 is my mark that I have in my head. That if it goes below 35,000, then we're in some real trouble. But I don't like under 40. So let's just keep it above 40 and keep things sailing. Back in April, I think we had a correction of the whole crypto market of at least 15%. And I don't know, we see corrections, major corrections in the stock market, and it always bounces back uh, bigger and better than ever. You see all time highs all the time, every day. And I don't think the crypto market's much different than that, except we are down a lot in a lot of these cryptos. Got sand at $4.60, and it was just $6 a couple of days ago. We got and you're looking at Mana at $2.94. XRP's actually it's holding relatively still at 75 cents, which is not really compared. The last, it doesn't seem like it's dropped as comparative as a lot of the other stocks, which is surprising. It's got probably the most going on, especially lawsuit wise and legality wise, and it's holding one of the strongest. So we've got a lot going on, and I wish I had more time to discuss. I've got some news I would like to discuss. Don't know if I'm going to have time to do that right now, but I'm making notes, and hopefully I'll be back on about 9 or 9:30 this evening, and we can discuss that. The metaverse is shaking, and it's shaking and moving. I couldn't think of what I was going to say. Shaking and moving. There's a lot of going on there. There's a lot of people buying up property in the metaverse, in sand and mana. So I don't know. From what I've seen, though, it seems like mana's taking off pretty hot, pretty hot. So um, a lot of the bigger sales seem to be on mana. I don't know, just off the cuff of what I've read. I've seen a few smaller sales, one large sale on sand, but overall it seems like mana's taking off pretty hot. So be real curious to see how that shakes out in the next few months. or the next year even. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a process. The metaverse is going to be a process, I think. People are going to buy up land, and then I'm not sure how that. Then I'm not sure what's going to happen once all the land's going to be bought up. Obviously it's supply and demand. Just like on Earth, there's only so much of it. So the less of it, the more expensive it's probably going to get, and the property that you do have is probably going to just go up in value. Um, but then I don't know how it's going to transform into like the actual metaverse, your parcel of land. I mean, I don't know if it's something like a simulation, like a sim game, like you would go home to your house every night, or I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work. It's almost hard. The metaverse is almost hard to wrap your head around because I guess it all depends on how detailed this thing's gonna get. Um, do you have to go to the barber and get your hair cut every once a month, or um, are there going to be people who are barbers, and are there going to be people who work in certain fields, and people go to those people to get things done? I don't know. Are there going to be mechanics? It's just going to be very interesting to see the whole how the metaverse is going to work. Do you go to the bank to draw out money? Do you have to go to the grocery store to get groceries for your family? Is it going to be like just a huge sim game? I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be interesting to see. I know I can easily wrap my head around the fact and the usage of it as far as like board meetings, um, convention style things, um, stuff like that. Working from home, Skyping, those type of things. I can easily wrap my head around. But the overall metaverse, as far as how it's going to work, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out because it just all depends on how detailed it's going to get, and I can see it getting really detailed. Um, but I don't know if your avatar is it, is its hair going to grow, and if you don't go to the barber, are you going to become a hippie and your hair is going to get real long, or like I said, if you don't eat, do you starve to death? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Um, do you find mates and have children and uh, go to church? Are there priests, preachers, and uh, bus drivers and schools? And this is going to be really interesting to see. And I would say probably eventually yes to all those. But like I said, it's going to be a really long process for it to get to that, for it to be that detailed. Um, is everybody in the real world going to be walking around with VR headsets on? It's gonna be interesting, very interesting. Our kids in real life at school, are they gonna not wait to get home just so you throw on their VR headsets and go play with their other friends on the playground in a different country, or I don't know. It's gonna be cool and scary all in the same time. But I think we're still many, many, many years away from that. Just as digital currency, which I already feel like we are pretty much at digital currency, just for the fact that I think that if just say as an example, which I'm a huge supporter of Dogecoin, but what if Doge becomes a digital currency that it becomes accepted by almost everyone? I view it as it's going to be just kind of an extension of the fiat, kind of like a debit card or a credit card is now. I don't feel like it's ever going to, especially not my lifetime or your lifetime or even maybe my 4-year-old child's lifetime. I don't see it completely replacing the actual fiat, because I just see it being more of an extension. There's too many old timers right now. Like I have an 80-year-old father who uh, there's no way he could grasp his head around cryptocurrency or how that works and how much how it could replace the physical fiat. So it's going to be a while. It's going to be a lifetime or two before that would even come to fruition. I think it would be easier to say how much detail will be in the metaverse than how much is there. Yeah, probably so. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about that because I think it's going to be. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, you're saying that it's going to be so detailed that it's going to be easier to say what's not going to be in there than what is, because it's probably going to be at some point. It's going to get to the point where it's going to be like the Sims game, or like those type of games where you probably will, your avatar probably will have to go get their haircut and go to the grocery and get their oil changed in their car, or your engine will explode. Um, and I don't know if everything, like, in the metaverse, I presume it sounds like it's being set up that it's going to take real money, fiat, or probably actually it probably won't be fiat. It'll probably be cryptocurrency. I'm guessing will be the currency of the metaverse. I'm sure they're not going to set up the metaverse probably and then use fiat, but would probably be able to use fiat to buy cryptocurrency and then use that cryptocurrency within the metaverse. I'm guessing, but I doubt you're not going to be able to pull up to a gas pump in the metaverse and um, use fiat. You're going to have to use probably Dogecoin, or I don't know what other coin would even be feasible, but because Dogecoin is way far the closest to being a currency, just because of its transaction times. Now I don't know how that would relate to the metaverse as far as if like if the real world, um, if the real world situations would transfer to the metaverse. I'm not sure if transaction times, transaction fees, if all that would roll over to the metaverse or or not. See, that's another example. Will Bitcoin cost you $100 transaction fee and take 30 minutes to an hour to transaction time, whereas Dogecoin, you can pull up to the gas pump and use it like a debit card, literally, um, and pay a lot less transaction fee. So I don't know if that would transfer over to the metaverse as well. That would be interesting to see. But I will say that it's taken off pretty quick. It's actually taken off quicker than I thought it would, just because it's you can go to benzinga.com and read up on all the lands, land properties, parcels that are being bought up, and for rather large prices. It looks like they're going for about like $30,000 to $35,000, and then on up, way up, into the millions. And it says that the article that I read that the closer to the center of the metaverse, the more expensive the plots of land are, and then also obviously the size of the land of the plot. Um, that has a lot to do with it as well. So I don't know. Once apparently there's 92,000 plots of land, which is interesting. Um, and I don't know if see, I don't know. I don't know enough about the metaverse. I need to read up on it a lot more than I even have, and I've read up on it quite a bit. But I need to know, because you have like mana and sand. Um, that might be too much more relaxed, but I'm just chilling this afternoon. So, but mana and sand are in competition. They're pretty much the two top dogs. So, okay, my question is, I presume that there's more than one metaverse, and that they each have their own metaverse with their own plots of land. I don't think that there's like one main metaverse, and they are like would be, I guess, like brokers. You know, like, do you buy your parcel of land through Mana or in? No, I guess there are two: Decentraland and Sandbox. Those are I'm pretty sure they're two separate metaverses. Because I know you buy your parcels of land in Mana in Decentraland, and you buy in Sandbox. You buy your parcels of land through Sand. So I guess I just answered my own question right there. So there probably are two, and Mana and Sand are leading, but I don't know where that leaves like Facebook and Google, and Apple and all the other ones who are starting up metaverses. So have they not started theirs up yet? Are they not major players? I don't know. Like I said, I still need to read up on that, so don't take anything I say for factual information because, like I said, I'm still reading up on it and researching it myself. But it's very intriguing, very intriguing. It's very neat. Um, but we got Doge back up to 15.13. So we're on an upward trend, and I'm using I when I chart like for stuff like this. I usually use a 15-minute chart, and I am working on, I promise, getting a chart up for you guys so you can watch what I am doing and watch what I'm seeing. I think that will help a lot. But I've got a second monitor that I have my charts on, and for charting like this, for just like basic throughout the day, I want to see where I'm at. I use the 15-minute chart. If I want to zero in a little bit, I go to the 5 minute, and then if I'm swing trading or day trading, I use the 1 minute because I'm wanting to see a lot more quicker how things are shaking out, minute by minute. So it's 5 o'clock. I got to pick my son up at 6:30. So I got a few more minutes here, and then I'm gonna have to bolt. But uh, like I said, I just wanted to check in with you guys because I'm not sure. Um, if I'll be getting my son this evening or not. But I will say when I usually get him, it usually ends up that I he usually ends up at my house. So after the game, I don't know what's up. If he's not with me, then I will be back on here about 9:30 or 10 or 9 or 9:30 probably. But if he is with me, then I may not be able to stream. So that's why I want to come on here. I promised that. Or I said that I would try to come on every day, at least for a few minutes. At some point, at least five days a week, I'm gonna be streaming in the evenings. It depends on what all I have going on. But however, wow, Solana is down to 144. Wow, I didn't realize that Solana had dropped that far, but it's down. And I did see earlier, which like how high was the crows at 45 cents. It was just what a month ago we were talking when it was 95 cents about how the big debate was going to be who was going to hit a dollar first, Crow or Doge, and neither one of them are even close to it now. So Crow is actually a lot closer, but anyhow, it's amazing what just a couple weeks can do. I guess it's not totally unexpected or a shocker or a surprise in crypto as the volatility um, is very widespread. As we say in the Midwest, I was joking about this last night. As we say in the Midwest, the cryptocurrency is very volatile. Um, if you're from Chicago or probably out west, it's very volatile. So it's just however you say it. I say pop, you say soda, probably. We just do things a little different here in the Midwest. Um, yeah, I was talking to Joe on the internet. We were joking about that. So it's funny how the different parts of the country have different slang. So I do understand. Um, I know like Spanish, there's all kinds of different slangs, and some of some people who speak Spanish can't even hardly understand other people who speak Spanish, which is ironic, but it's true, and I can understand just through stuff like that. However, in the U.S., I don't think it's quite the extreme that the difference is what it is like in Mexico. But because if I'm sure that no matter where you are, if you say pop or soda, you know what you're talking about. Um, so, and also, a lot of people in the Midwest go to the theater, and a lot of people up north go to the theater. So, uh, that was just another one. I remember I went to college with, he was actually my freshman roommate, and he lived just like 3.5 hours north of where I'm from. And he always made fun of me for the way I talked, and it was just amazing how 3.5 hours difference could make. Well, he's up from around the Chicago area. He thought he was from Chicago, I think, and still does, still does. And I would tell him that, and we give each other shit about it. But he always made fun of how I said the theater and stuff like that. So, but it's amazing what 3 hour drive can do in speech. But anyways, I'm getting off subject a little bit here. But looks like Doge is pumping rather nicely. We've got 5 green candles, nice looking green candles in a row on the 15-minute chart. Uh, Shib has 4 out of 5 green candles. It's forming a green candle right now, looking pretty decent. And Bitcoin is doing its Bitcoin thing where it was down to around, gosh, it got low. It was just barely over. It got to just 40,600. So I guess 41,800 is pretty good then, I guess, huh? I didn't see that low, but my chart tells me otherwise. Ethereum is at 3,091, so just a little over 3,000. Man, I never thought we would see Ethereum back down to 3,000. Never in my wildest dreams. Not when it was pumping and it was all the way up to close to 5,000. Wow. But we saw, if you've been in this long enough, you saw in back in April, I think the whole crypto world was down around 15%. So we've been here before, and it bounced back bigger, harder, and stronger than ever. So I'm still not worried yet. Like I said, I don't want to see Bitcoin go under 40,000. I would really start worrying if it gets around 35,000. I don't want to see it go below 35. That's kind of my benchmark for what I don't want to see. Um, if it goes to below 35,000, then we might have some pretty scary issues going on. But 40. I really don't want to see go under 40. But if it does, it's not the end of the world. I don't think. But 35,000 is my mark of where, not necessarily the end of the world, but it could be a point of, I don't want to say no return, but long return. Yuck years. But we're not there yet. We're not to that point. We still got some time. We still got tax checks coming back here. Hopefully sooner than later. So if the IRS would maybe put a speed on that, that'd be great. Getting those tax checks back. So Doge is now at 1520. We got 5 really strong candles. Bouncing back relatively strong here, which makes me feel good going into this evening. And Shib's kind of just still kind of doing its thing. And I'm still overall, it's we're pretty much in the red. Those red percentages are dropping though, which is good. So with each drop, we get closer and closer to the green. Like I said last night, or maybe the night before, I feel like it's around Christmas time because we go from green to red to green to red to green to red. Literally almost every other day, it's like my watch list is green, and then the next night it's red, and then it's green, and then it's red. Well, it was pretty sure it was green. I can't even remember. I think it was green last night, and now it's red. So I think it was green, and then by the end of the evening or early morning, whenever it was, I quit uh, watching it. It started to turn, which is no surprise. Which is it is not as a surprise uh, in crypto. I will say that right now the Doge is way over the 200-day moving average, which is a really good sign. It's way over. It's better than way under anyway, right? And the RSI is very strong, heading north, which is good. That's a very good indication, especially because it's been way under. Um, it's been way oversold for several hours today, since about 10 o'clock this morning. Um, and then it looks like around 1:30 or 2 this afternoon, it started heading up, and it's still going up at 5:09. We're still going in the northern trajectory, so looking good there. Anyways, I need to get ready, so to head out. But I just want to leave you guys with that quick little note. Want to jump in real quick, say hey, what's up, and I will hopefully be back this evening. Not positive on that, but just hang in there, keep your heads high. This thing will turn around. The whales will probably get it down to the prices where they want it, and then they'll start buying back. So crypto is obviously, if you just look at the charts of the top 15 coins, that pretty much right there tells you that it's crypto is driven by the whales. So the market will do whatever they want it to do. And for the love of God, they've got to probably have it right about where they want it. So I really look forward. I look for the market to start spiking here pretty soon, because I think the whales have it to a point where they can start jumping back in it, and they've sold off enough that to the point where uh, they can start buying back in. They probably have made their money, I would say, by now. I would think, surely. Um, it's because it's amazing that one whale can literally move a one crypto by himself, especially in stocks such as well, there's been a lot of accusations like in Shib. I mean, my lord, think at 0.000027, um, all about think of the numbers of coins that someone could buy and the way they can move the market. So um, obviously it's a market driven. Crypto is a market driven deal. So is crypto is a whale driven market is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I just got a text that I was trying to read and talk at the same time. So I will. I'm gonna head out. Like I said, I think that we are on the right path. Bitcoin's up 0.81%. So for the day, so that's a good sign. Hopefully, I leave you with some good aura, and Dogecoin's at 15,205. So we're heading up there, and hopefully, when I get back on this evening, I will say, "Hey, my whole watch list is green now." So that's what I'm hoping for. And anyways, I thank you guys for watching. If you get a chance, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and ring that bell so you know when I go live. I try to be on almost every evening. So with that said, I will say, as I sign off every evening, or every session, every episode, there's no I in crypto. If we all work together, we can go to the moon together. Peace.